Hi, I'm Fred. This is Vlogmas 2020. Day something or another, 18th, I think. Okay, this setup is temporary. I'm in my new chair, I think I mentioned it. I'm a little further away. I hope I'm mostly in focus. I might not be. I can't bring the camera any closer because there's a piece of furniture in there, and, well, as I mentioned before, I'm not great with my camera anyway, so we'll just hope for the best. Today's topic is, Christmas tree. Today's beer is Christmas ale. This is probably the one I'm least confident about. I got it because it's Christmas. And as long as it's not a pale ale or an IPA, I tend to like ales. I mean, I prefer stouts and then porters. Probably quads after that. Oh, by the way, quad, I keep forgetting. Belgian, not just like a souped up IPA. Like I said, I don't know this stuff. Oh, God. Oh. You hipsters will like it. It tastes like a PBR or something. So gross. You can see, my shot is so far away, you can see all the stuff. Look at behind the scenes of a curtain and part of a wall. I even have my lava lamp going. It's been going for hours. It's right there. It's not right there. It's way over there. So, Christmas tree. Let me start with a story about Christmas trees. When we first got married, first few Christmases together, my wife and I got a real Christmas tree. Went out. I don't know where we got these things. Well, I went to a farm, went to the grocery store, so picked one up. Maybe the home center. I don't know. Picked one up, did the whole thing, tried to keep it wet, and it always dried out. It was always gross. It was always a pain. It left needles in the car. It was just unpleasant. And so when I finally said something like, we need to get like a fake tree. These real trees are killing me. She said, but you're the one who's been insisting on a real tree all these years. And I said, no, I haven't. I grew up with a 3-foot tall silver tinsel tree. I don't care about real trees. So I maintain it was absolutely her. It may have just been her idea, and I said, yeah, sure, that sounds good. And from that point on, we went with it a little bit too long. Smart. So, yeah, I'm an advocate for fake trees. You buy them once. You keep using them. We are on our third tree, though, and I'll tell you why. Occasionally, they will break in such a way where you can't really fix them. I think that happened to our first fake one. Our second one was fine. It was a pre-lit that half the lights died on. FYI, don't buy pre-lits. They're a waste of money. So I was able to unclip them, though, and we just had a standard tree. But because it was pre-lit and one of the cheaper ones, less branches, and so it just looked like a really super cheap tree, which it was. We just spent a premium on lights that died quickly. And so we had that for years. It might still be in my garage to be thrown away. No, I think I got rid of it. And then actually for Christmas a few years ago, my wife asked for a new tree. And so that seemed like an odd gift, but listen to people when they say what they want. They usually mean it. I'm thirsty. I don't want to drink this again. This may be the first one I don't finish. I finished every single one so far, even the ones I really didn't like, but this is rough. You people who drink like Miller and Bud and that garbage, you'll like this. Go ahead and try it. So I got her a gigantic Christmas tree, which was difficult to maneuver, really hard to wrap, and get under the current tree and then back out. But she loved it, and so that's what we're using now. And it's tall to the point of we're not quite hitting our ceilings. They're only 7.5 feet tall, but it's up there, especially when we put a star on there. Oh, and I had made a star out of like copper wire and a string of LED lights, which she hated. And it took lots of opportunities to tell me that she hated it. So this year, the kids and I looked for a new star, and we found one, and of course, they were sold out, so we just ordered it online. And now it's on our tree, and it's really cool. The other star, don't get me wrong, it was way too bright. It was an entire strand, like a 10-foot maybe length of lights, crammed into a square foot. It was so much brighter than the rest of the tree. So, speaking of lights, some people go from top bottom, some people go top bottom top. It doesn't matter. Whatever works for you. Just remember, The plug-in part needs to go at the bottom, not the top. That's all you need to remember. That's it. Otherwise, do it the way you want. Same with real trees versus fake trees. As long as you keep them wet, real trees aren't any like more dangerous or anything. Just make sure you have some water in there, and maybe, you know, Mythbusters did an episode on what you can do to extend the life of a fake tree, and I can't remember. I think essentially coating it in lacquer was the one that worked the best. Maybe it was bleach water. I don't remember. Go watch the episode. Oh. Last point. Where to put your tree. Wherever there's rooms, first of all. A few years ago, my wife and I got I won't call it an argument. It was more of a silly debate about whether or not the tree belongs in front of a window. Now, she wanted a tree in front of the window. That way, you know, people drive by and they can see a cute little tree. And, oh, look, that family has a great tree. And I'm like, no. The window's in the middle of the room. The corner's in the corner. If they can see it to the crack, you know, halfway through the window, that's fine with me. The tree is for me. It is not for my neighbors. They can get their own trees. And so sometimes we put it in the past, we put it in front of the window. This year we got right now with a huge tree. There's no way we could put it in front of the window because we'd have to move massive amounts of furniture, and that just doesn't work. It's bad enough to move a table and slide the couch over. Oh, another thing with trees and decorating, your ornaments. Some people like a very homogeneous tree, you know, like all one color, or maybe just one, you know, basic color and an accent color. For years, my aunt had a white tree with, I want to say, blue and silver ornaments. I don't know. It became yellow with age. She got a new one, but it's been years since I've seen it. But I think it's very similar. Me, I like eclectic. This is a mistake. I like an eclectic look. I like ornaments that I've grown up with some of them. My wife has grown up with some of them. And we get a new one for the kids every year. My daughter is 16. She does not care about getting a new ornament typically, but she still gets them. And she'll have, you know, 18 of them by the time she moves out. It'll be nice. We can wait her to start her own tree if she wants one. If she doesn't want one, she can leave them here. I don't care. You know, it's a tradition I had. I think I mentioned at the top of this. I celebrate Christmas. I kind of celebrate Easter. I definitely celebrate Halloween. I know that's not really fits on the list, but my point is I'm not very religious, but I still like to do some holiday stuff. It's just fun. It was tradition. It's what I grew up with. So we do a Christmas tree. We do stockings. We do presents. I forced my family to listen to Christmas music. I already got my albums out. Checked them today. Got them in the right order. Gotta listen to Christmas songs. I'll Take Your Funny Bone first. It's right on top of my pile. I'm gonna do it. Or I'm gonna put it on my phone because, like I said, I bought it through Amazon. I've got the CD. I've got the digital. I've got an LP. I'm good. I got this album down. So that's my tradition. It could be yours, it could be not. Oh, my other thing I think I mentioned before, Christmas is we put up the tree on Thanksgiving. We take down the tree on New Year's. Why? I don't know. That's what I grew up doing. But those are days we have off from work typically. So it works out. If you do something different, if you do something that you think is weird, if I do something you think is weird, leave a comment. Let me know. Watch the rest of these videos. There's a few more coming out. Got 1 6-pack left. We're getting close. Check out my other channels. I have a new video on Minecraft up in the morning. I don't know how because I haven't started it, but we'll get it done. I hope. I really don't know at all. Okay. Well, since we're talking about Christmas trees and tannenbaums, Prost.